Good morning, afternoon. It's 1:40 p.m. I am in the middle of editing last week's video. It was meant to come out today, but I didn't get around to editing it until like this morning, actually this morning. We're also crocheting. We've got a lot of Halloween projects going on right now. I gotta finish doing like the last minute touch-ups and start posting this, and then I'll show y'all what I've been working on. I've got like 4 different items going on. One of the items is this little guy right here. I'm so proud of him. He's so cute. But I'll show you more after I finish. We're almost done. I'm on like the last watch through and then we'll get there. This is my view right now. I'm using CapCut because it's free. It's been increasingly more frustrating to edit on my phone because every time I leave the app, it brings me an ad. And it's one of those that you have to watch 3 seconds of it and then you can skip the ad. So I'm starting to become more comfortable using my computer to start doing edits, which is a little bit different because I do enjoy laying down and editing. This is probably the best deal to do right now. So we'll be editing from the PC for a little bit. We're finally at the export stage. There's a lot of memory issues on my computer, on everything I own. I need to go through and like delete some files, and like I have a terabyte. It says new volume D, and I don't know if it's real. It says I have like a whole terabyte worth of memory in there, but like we just got Bitdefender on my computer, so maybe it is real, but I'm just too scared to use it because I haven't seen it before. It's an external hard drive, and I don't remember installing an external hard drive into this PC, so I'm waiting on making enough money to buy a laptop so that way I can like have a portable editing device, because I am getting pretty serious about like all my social media stuff lately, especially since I know how important it is to advertise your business through social media. And like I'm not really good at advertising my business, to be honest. I made profiles for them and like they're just basically like artist portfolios at this point. I'm ready to get this video off my PC so I can start playing Foundation and watch YouTube videos, because that's all I want to do, and crochet. But I guess while we're waiting for it to export, we can like go through all the projects I'm working on right now for my Halloween merch. By the way, I am not dressed up because I am so stressed out from this week. I launched my Etsy shop today. I had the Spooky Oddities market that I went to, and I edited that video and the TikTok video back to back, and the TikTok video is overwhelmingly successful, which I do enjoy. I do love that people are watching my stuff because maybe they'll actually watch my original content where I'm making my own clothes. But you know, it's fine. It's getting attention, and it's getting my shop attention, which honestly, I released the video the same day that I opened my shop. So my shop is getting views. It's probably not what people are wanting because they're watching my video because they think I sell spooky stuff, which I will, but summertime for me is like about clouds and stars. Once the 4 months is over, I'm probably gonna like pull them from the shop. I'm just not gonna auto renew because I want to focus on more spooky stuff for like the fall and probably a little bit of winter. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not dressed up today. I'm just in my PJs. We're gonna talk about crochet today, crochet day. I might go check the mail because I know I have a package for zippers, because I'm not waiting till next summer to finish those shorts that I was talking about last week. And I ordered a new pattern. It's a house dress. It's a 1940s dress, and it said it was like a sporty 40s wear. And I've been wanting to make a nice 1940s like not utilitarian, because it's not. It's just like the modern like house dress that 1940s women wore, because all the like 1940s-esque dresses that I had, I just donated. So I want to make it on my own and be proud of it by myself. But like I said, today's crochet, craft, all that kind of stuff. Let's get started showing you what I'm working on though. Starting with the little guy that was in my hair. This little zombie, well, I guess he's not really zombie. He's more like Frankenstein's monster. but he's very cute. I didn't want to add the bolts because that's just too much work. He's so cute. I love the little stitches that I did. I'm getting better at like embroidery. Well, I don't know if it's embroidery or how you would call it, but I'm getting better at becoming more comfortable with adding extra stitches because it's not that much work. I'm very comfortable with sewing stuff now. Not like in a way that I'm going to just switch all my stuff over to sewing, but I'm able to put the little pin in there. It's one of those where I can like make it reversible. I can take it out and put it back in. So it's multi-use. It can still just be a plush if you want it to be a plush. You can turn it around, so if you don't want it on this side of your hair, you can put it on this side of the hair. I think that's so effective. I have 4 of the empty puppets right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm planning on making 2 more so that I can have 2 of them. I think that'd be super cute because I know like in the Orlando area, it's very popular to have like the little Mickey ear things, and one of the popular things is having like little puff balls. And I think it'd be something very cute to have and wear around the parks whenever I'm in the parks. Next up, I have these bandanas. I have one in orange, and then I have one in lime green. I was working on this one last week, which was great because I just expanded it, and I ended up doing like a little edging around it, which turned out pretty cute. Kind of looks like a ruffle. And I almost wish that I had more like cute stitches within it, but like for now I'm just not going to focus too much on it because I have other things that I want to like make more extravagant when it comes to hair accessories. This orange is a neon orange. I was not expecting it to be this orange. I don't know what it is. I bought it in the store. When it was by itself, it was fine. But now that I have it compared to like another orange that I have in my like bamboo yarn, oh, there's still a stitch marker. I wondered where that went. Now that I have another yarn to compare it to, it's just so bright, and it kind of gives traffic cone so, or like safety vest or something, and I don't know how I feel about it. It makes me not want to make more just because of how orange it is, but if you put them next to together, it's not that bad. I don't know, because it kind of makes the lime green not look as lime green. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm probably going to make 2 more of these and 2 more of these. Okay, sorry. I don't know why when CapCut is finished like exporting, it literally just starts playing the video. It jump scared my husband the other day and I felt so bad. And like, it's always so awkward. Like anytime like I come into the room and he's watching my video, I'm like, pause it, don't watch my video. Even though I want him to support me, because he does support me and he watches all my videos on with the volume up and the tab open. So he's so sweet. But anyways, where was I? I was on my bandanas. So the next bandana I only have this one so far. It's gonna be a jack-o'-lantern one. I'm working on a black one right now. That's what I was working on earlier today. It's going to be like a jack-o'-lantern. So I'm kind of thinking of doing a green one. Not quite sure at this point, but I think it'd be really cute to have like the little triangle and like the squiggly face on the back. It's not gonna be super visible, but that's okay. We're just doing the base for right now, and if I get around to it, I probably will, because I think I'm going to do like 3 and 3 as well. Maybe keep one for myself, not too entirely sure. And then next up, we have these 3. These are going to be my pastel goth ones. I don't remember if I've shown y'all already, but I know for sure I've shown y'all the lace on this. What I'm going to do with these is going to put like the crochet moon phases on those 3. I think I'm going to do 2 of each of those colors. And then I did finish my beret, well, not the spiderweb part, but the base of it. So that's pretty neat. I think that it just takes way too much yarn, to be honest. It takes too much time, and I don't think anybody's going to be willing to pay like 45 bucks for this. So this might be a me only thing. I don't know. It's just one of those, like, I don't want to charge people more than I would be willing to pay. Because there are a lot of times where I just like, I turn away, like especially when I was at the market, I feel so bad because I know people's time and money is worth it. But like economically, I don't think I'm doing too well. I don't think I'm in the minority with this. So like, I know this is a really bad time financially in general. I know it's a really bad time for me to be opening my shop, to be honest. But like I'm kind of doing this to make extra money and not to exploit customers. I don't think it's exploiting customers. I think it'd be exploiting myself if I sold that for cheaper. But that's besides the point. I just don't think that people are going to be willing to pay that price. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm doubting myself a little bit too much, but either way, we're uploading our video. We're going to be working on crochet. We're going to be watching and catching up on all my favorite Halloween vloggers and theme park vloggers, maybe HHN vloggers. There hasn't really been any news lately about HHN. The last thing I think was that Ghostbusters was announced, and I was there when it was announced, and I'm like, I don't really care, to be honest. Ghostbusters is an okay movie. I didn't grow up with it. I don't really watch horror movies. However, I did just recently watch Pearl, and it made me cry. It absolutely made me cry. It tugged on your heartstrings, and I might talk about that more. I think I finally finished all my social media obligations. Like, I shouldn't feel like I'm forced to do anything, and I don't feel like I'm forced to do anything. I really want to upload. Like, it is a hobby for me, and like I'm trying to keep myself up to date and like socialize, because like I'm not a socializing person. Like, I go out and I kind of sit in the corner, and I come home and I regret going out and not talking to people, but I'm socially awkward, so my way of socializing is through social media. So like I'm trying to respond to as many people as I can. Anyways, one of the things that I did was respond about this little guy right there. Let me go get him. So on a mutuals only post, I posted about him. His name is Eros. I've been wanting to make like a whole bunch of like Halloween themed stuff, because like I want to have everything ready for October. Well, mid to late August, I want to have everything ready for like a new shop drop. But I got into like a pastel goth kind of Valentine Halloween thing instead. And like, yeah, sure, I could still drop him. But like, also, I think he'd be so cute to hold off and like get perfected. Plus I need to buy more of the safety eyes. These are like 18 millimeters and they're kind of expensive, and the only way I can buy it is through Michael's for 25 bucks, and I don't want to pay for that right now because I just spent a lot of money at the oddities market. Yeah, one of my mutuals wanted like patterns, and like I used 3 different kinds of patterns for it, but it's a lot to talk about. So, and then I made this little thing. She's so cute. I named her Persephone. She is very much about death, but also spring. Love that for her. She is so cute. Like I said earlier, I'm really getting comfortable with doing like embroidery. So I added a little bit of blush to her. She's just so adorable, and I almost don't want to give her away. But like nobody's gonna see her until spring or Halloween, so it's fine. All right, so we finished the base of this crochet bandana. We're just gonna add the little edgings. It's basically just like a double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and then like it kind of forms like a kind of triangle thing. So I'm gonna switch to orange to do this. So while we're waiting for foundation to load up, I'm gonna switch and do that. My AMD timed out. I don't know if that means that I can't play it, because that was the issue before. I don't know. Hopefully I can play Foundation. It's like literally my favorite idle game. Yeah, Foundations is broken, and it makes me really sad and frustrated because it was just fixed and it was just able to work, and I had a city going and my city was doing really successfully. And I even named the like save file, and we're back, and now we're not back, so it is what it is. I canceled my Final Fantasy 14 subscription recently. Like I still have the rest of the month, but like the thing with Final Fantasy 14 is like you can only AFK from it like for a few seconds at a time, and like I was using Chocobo Travel for that, and unless I'm traveling long distances and remember what route I need to take, Chocobo Travel max only takes like 3 minutes. I think the airship only takes about 3 minutes because of the loading screen and all that. And so it's not really an AFK game. The only other AFK game I have is Farm Together 2, which I haven't pulled up in a while, so maybe I'll pull that up. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to watch Why Queer People Love Horror by Anthony Gramuglia. Don't know. This is my first time they popped up on my feed for YouTube, and like, as a queer person who does kind of like horror, I want to watch this video essay. It's about an hour long. So, oh, before we go on to that, let me talk about how much I loved Pearl. Okay, so the reason why I love Pearl is because I felt all the raw emotions that Pearl was going through. Rejection sensitivity, that is a huge thing in the ADHD community. As somebody who suffers from rejection sensitivity so much, I absolutely felt what she was going through. And a lot of times throughout the movie, I was like, I could have been Pearl. That could have been me. A lot of the feelings that she felt are feelings that I felt. Rejection from her own mother. And like, I don't think my parents watch my videos anymore, so I did not feel loved as a kid. There was a certain point in the movie, I feel like, where she said, I just want to be loved. I can't remember because I'm really bad at quotes, but she just wanted to be loved. She wanted some attention. Her mother was very, very, like, controlling, and that is the life I felt growing up until, like, I turned 28. Did I really stop feeling those feelings? And so it absolutely, there were some scenes when the mother's dialogue is when I started crying, like just thinking about the mother's dialogue, where she's like, I look at you and I see a failure, and like, you can hear it in my voice. I felt every single one of those emotions, and I think that's what's so good about that movie, is that it's not just a jump scare, you know? And I tell my husband this all the time. The reason why I like kind of stopped being in the horror community is literally because I'm just sick of jump scares. The last like horror movie genre or like series that I was really into was probably Paranormal Activity, and then they went and made 6 more versions of Paranormal Activity. I think the last one I watched was maybe 3, when they like discovered the grandmother was like the coven leader or something. I don't remember. It was a long time ago because that series has been going on forever. I'm sure that there's other great movies out there. Speaking of, A Quiet Place is coming to the Silver Moon Drive-In out in Lakeland, and I'm thinking about going out there to watch it, but I'm not sure because I don't know much about it. I just know it's coming to HHN, so I'm going to do a little bit of my research. However, I really, really haven't been into horror movies lately because of said issues of everything just being jump scares. It's cheap. It's not storytelling. You need a good story for people to feel attached to it. Yeah, sure, you're going to get money right off the bat. You're going to be forgotten about in 10 years. Not even, because like how fast information moves nowadays, you're going to be forgotten within the next 6 months. So I think that's what makes Pearl so good. I did ask my best friend because the movie's coming out tomorrow, or in some locations it's coming out tomorrow, but in most locations it's coming out on the 5th. And I do want to go watch Maxine in theaters. I think that would be a really good movie to watch live. I didn't watch X yet, which I know that's supposed to be like the sequel, because like Pearl is the prequel to X. I can't find X online for free, so I'm probably not going to ever watch it until it's free. But I've heard some things about X being like not that great, so I'm looking forward to watching Maxine after having watched Pearl, but like knowing the gist of what X was. Okay, so we got all of the body done. I just need to do the tie, which I don't feel like doing right now. I'm pretty peopled out right now. Hey, bud. And I know it's just socializing on social media, but like I can feel my body be drained of every morsel right now. So I'm gonna take like a quick nap, I think, because socializing does wear me out. I only have 10 minutes left on this movie, the horror movie video essay video that I was watching, and it's pretty darn interesting. And like, I watched on the video recently, and I can't remember whose video it was or what, but it was about like queerness in vampirism, I guess, and how like it is extremely queer coded, and like I guess younger me didn't really notice, but it makes sense on why I'm queer, because I was always drawn to the vampires aesthetic, like vampire movies in general. Like I was a big fan of Twilight, and I had to hide that. I don't know if y'all remember the FML like website this is like millennial age stuff. If you're a millennial, you might remember this, but like My Life is Normal, FML, My Life is Great or something. There were like 3 different websites, and a lot of people on My Life is Normal would make fun of the Twilight community. And like I remember also one of my friends had let me borrow a Twilight jacket as a kid. I don't know what it was, but I think they just really disliked me, but they ended up going through my instrument locker and then throwing it away because I wore it so often. And I don't know. I think that person also went through like a crazy religious phase, and Twilight was like anti-religious, I guess, at the time, and I was very much like kind of deconstructing, but not really. I was still just a kid, so I wasn't really deconstructing. I was just like experimenting, exploring myself. And she didn't like that about me. I'm getting really deep about my emotions and like my past life. So I think this is a true sign that I need to go and take a nap and take a break. But yeah, it's no wonder why I ended up the way that I am, because I was always drawn to like the horror aesthetics and like horror movies and the macabre stuff. So, nap time. Good afternoon. I had to take a break yesterday. I started feeling like I was gonna have a meltdown. I don't know exactly what triggered it, to be honest. I think I started getting like really into my emotions. I know that having a video that goes like very widespread really affected me. And then like I had another video that got a like pretty negative comment on it. So I have rejection sensitive dysphoria. I think that's what it's called. RSD for short. And I was talking a little bit about it yesterday after watching Pearl, and I think that might be around the realms of why it happened. So today I'm much better, much more refreshed. I've got makeup on, I've got an actual outfit on. Hi, Apollo! And it is July 4th. We're gonna be taking care of this little guy right here. He's scared of everything. And yeah, we are going to be crafting today. I did get a new pattern in the mail. I'm very excited about it. I think I was talking about it a little bit yesterday, but I'm going to open this so that I can show y'all what I got. Also, speaking of like having a very well-viewed video, I got invited. I got my first like kind of media invite, and like it's not really like, I don't feel like I'm a media person, to be honest. I go and I travel and I show off things that I think are cool. I'm so excited. I'm going on the 17th. It is a Wednesday, so I will be vlogging. I don't think I'm gonna be vlogging about like inside, because like it's awkward and I'm not that kind of vlogger. I'm going to put it in my shorts and I'm going to talk about it when I get home, because that's literally what I do. So yeah, let's open this package. Today we're listening to my Discover Weekly. We do have like sound in the background. I live in a like a yeehaw area, a very patriotic area, and I know there's gonna be fireworks. I don't live outside of the city, but technically it's outside of the city, so fireworks are legal out here. And to like help my dogs, one of them shivers a lot. Apollo shivers a lot. Tika, she kind of just pretends like she's not scared, but she is a little bit worried. She'll like hang out around me, which she normally doesn't do. So anyways, I might have some sounds in the background just so I can like mitigate some of that fear, because like it's the random booms that gets him. Apollo, when he was a puppy, it was a July 4th celebration. Like he was still like fresh puppy, like less than a year, maybe a year max old. And we were outside and I was walking him on a leash, and one of the neighbors had like one of those firecracker like boxes in the middle of the road, and he went over to go sniff it, and I tried to like pull him back. I didn't like realize how close he had gotten, and it started going off, and he broke his leash because of how scared he was. And I think that might be one of the reasons why he's a big old scaredy cat. And he takes after me. We both have anxiety. So so the pattern is from Folkwear. They sent me this little thing that says don't cut up your pattern, and I was like, what do you mean don't cut up my pattern? It says it's like a Swedish material, and it's for tracing. I do have some tracing paper. My problem is that I just haven't gotten around to tracing anything. I'm just a little bit on the don't want to do it side. But I think this would be really good if I ever get into like making clothes for people, I think that this would be a great idea. It's $20 per roll and it's 10 yards by 30 inches. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I don't really do this kind of work, but I think it'd be very good for if I ever get to making clothes. I have been asked. I'm a perfectionist, and none of the clothes that I make are, in my eyes, good enough to sell because I personally wouldn't buy it. All right, so this is the pattern. I'm very excited about this dress right here. On the back, you can see, I think it does come with like a short sleeve. Yeah, it does come with short sleeves. You can see that it kind of cuts away right there, and that's great. I've been wanting to make like a nice little house dress for a while. I guess this one they consider sporty, but I think that it can be passed as a house dress. It reminds me of the dresses that I recently gave away or have been donating. So I think this is going to be like a really good replacement for those. And it's going to be in my size, and I can customize it, like do darts wherever I need to take it in if I need to. Oh yeah, by the way, this outfit, it's a true vintage. I did talk about this in my closet clear out video. True vintage outfit. Probably 1980s, Karen Stevens. I wanted to go through my closet and finally wear stuff that I haven't worn in a while. It doesn't really fit my spooky aesthetic, but like honestly, the makeup does. Oh yeah, I made these the other day. Oh yeah, I was kind of talking about it yesterday. I finished the 2 for myself, and then I'm in the middle of making 5 more. I'm also in the process of doing like the in progress video for it. So I just got to finish that off. It's a lot of work. Yesterday was really stressful, so I gotta like take things in stride and realize that it's not gonna kill me if I don't finish it today. So this is also true vintage. I think it's 90s, I'm not sure. And then I got this one at Spookala recently. Yeah, that's the outfit. I think I got this one online somewhere. I don't remember where I got this. Either there or like a box store that I just don't remember. I was planning on crafting, but then I saw my sewing patterns and I was cleaning up a little bit, and I remembered that I have like a lot of these decorative boxes, and I wanted to reorganize my stash because I have a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty settled on using this box for my unopened like simplicity patterns or like big box patterns. So like I have like this Lolita one. I was thinking about this pattern the other day and I might actually use it. I do love the sleeves on view B. So I do have some options I could do. I've been wanting like a new sailor dress recently, and I think what actually happened, what got me to do this, I was looking for my hot pink fabric because I have some of my fabric still out in the dining area where I was doing all my sewing crafting, and then I saw like some stuff on the ground. I'm like, that would look cute on top of my bookshelf. And then I started cleaning up there, and then I saw the little fake books. I'm like, that'd be great to put all my sewing stuff in. So here we are. I think I want to make a sailor outfit with hot pink and black because I know I have hot pink fabric somewhere, and I do have new fabric coming in. I don't think that that's going to mix well with this. It's going to be like a purplish like mesh with bats and stars and moons, very similar to the pink one I have that I use for my apron. But like I don't think I want to do another apron. I do want to do another apron, just not using that fabric because I think it'd be a little bit boring to do the same thing. I do have some sewing ideas in my brain because I want to get back into sewing. I've missed it so much. Summer and fall are my favorite seasons to sew for. So yeah, I'm very excited to get back into sewing. I just realized the light. Sorry, I was going to sit down like this, but that light is going to shine in your eyes, and I don't want to do that to you. I'm going to ask my husband to switch that light to a white light, which isn't going to help the issue at all, but like, I'm not really liking the yellow. Like right now I'm sitting in front of my window, and that's the only reason why I like the lighting right now, but like the yellow lighting, ugh. So anyways, I found this pattern in my stash, and I've used this pattern before. The issue is I have a dog that has accidents in the house, and one time I just let my pattern lay on the ground. The old pattern is messed up. I still have remnants of the old pattern and the outfit I was working on. It's so frustrating because I was like scrapping up something to fix something that I had made prior, and it's ruined. I washed the fabric, and because I washed the fabric, all the frays got loose, and my brain didn't want to handle it. So bought this one. I'll probably be making this one again. To be honest, actually, I do think I have some fabric I want to use to make this right now, because I've been looking at, like, there's a burgundy fabric in that that pile right there. And I bought that a while ago. I think I have 3 yards of it, and I think that would be a very nice little skirt, and then paired with like a pink top, that'd be really cute. I need to put y'all down somewhere because like my arm's getting tired. This pattern, I never finished it. I bought this like red and white like hearts fabric a while back because this is when I was first getting into lovecore and all that, and I don't like it. I hated it, so I just never finished the project. But recently I've been looking at the wrap skirt because I've been doing like really fun projects. Actually, those shorts are pretty cute too. So I think that'd be a really fun project too coming up. I'm gonna put this to the side so that I can maybe like whittle down what to work on next. Cause like the more I'm looking at my patterns, the more I'm like, yeah, I could sew again. I think that would be a really cute wrap skirt with the fabric that's coming in. I think it's coming in on the 18th. I'm not entirely sure. It's a little whiles from now, so I could probably make a couple outfits. Maybe not a couple outfits. I'm pushing myself. I think I could make at least one like new garment. Before I start putting them away, I want to show you off all the like true vintage patterns that I have that I'm too scared to trace and copy and cut because I just don't trust myself. Starting off with this one. I don't remember what most of them are, so it's going to be a surprise to me too. I did remember about this, and this is my sailor outfit, the 90s sailor outfit. I can't wait to, well, I think maybe it's late 80s. I think there's a date on here somewhere. I can't find it right off the bat, so I'm not going to keep on looking for it. Actually, 1991. So I want to get around to making this, but I just don't know if I have the fabric that I want to make it. It's a little bit tattered. I think it's like original, like it hasn't been cut at all. So like I cannot start on this until I find the willpower to trace this out because it's too, well, vintage. Like I was born the year after. I was born in 92. So I can't be like, it's too old because then I'd be making fun of myself. But yeah, it's too precious to be cutting up. So I'm not going to do that for quite a while. This one's from 1998. I don't know how to work with this fabric, whatever the fabric is. It doesn't tell me what fabric I should use on the back. It just shows me what it is. And I think I could probably use like that fleece stuff that Joanne keeps on peddling and pushing. But you look at this, I live in Florida. I'm going to be able to wear it like twice. That looks warm AF. So I don't know if I'm going to do it, but it's in my pile. It might be one that I find a new home for. I don't know how to sell it off, so I might find somebody who actually likes the 90s style and just give it to them, and maybe they'll make something nice out of it. I think I bought it for this beret specifically, but like it looks confusing, complicated, so next up is this pattern, and I'm like positive it's from the 70s. Let me find the pattern copyright. 1968, so it's a little bit older. I was thinking like late 60s, early 70s. Look how cute that is. I'm not taking it out of the bag because it's too fragile. Like you can see all the rips and tears at the top, and I just don't, I think there's a little bit of mold on it, to be honest. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about this. I love the pussy bow. So cute. Like I'm not very much of a 60s 70s outfit wearer. Sometimes I might feel the want to do it. I really bought it for the bow, but like I said, I've been too scared to like pull it out and trace it. Once I get it traced, it'd probably be pretty nice to make and not too hard, but gotta get around to it one day. This next one, I think it's from 1976 because that's what the postal stamp says. It came in this little package, and it's a 2-in-1. The reason why I picked it up was because I found this little frog. At one time, I think this was last Halloween, I was going like vintage Halloween shopping, and I saw this box of vintage sewing patterns. I'm like, oh my god, I have to search through them. I think that's where the 1968 pattern came from. I kind of was losing interest in sewing at that point, not gonna lie, or maybe I hadn't like picked it back up. Either way, I saw the stuffed animals. I'm like, maybe I should try out stuffed animals. I didn't try out stuffed animals. I don't think I'm ever going to get into like sewing stuffed animals. I think they're cute, but I just don't think that it's something that I could do actively. I don't know. It's just brain no work. So so the frog was on top, and I just opened the rest of it to see what the pattern looked like, to see if like I really wanted to do it. I also got this one. It came in the same package. I think she would be cute for some kind of like, if I tried to do like a, not Abigail, I can't remember what the movie was called, but it was based on the pilgrims in Salem. God, I'm sorry, my brain's not working right now. It's not firing. But I think it'd be really cute to make something like that, and maybe like get some of the puffy paint with the fabric paint that I've been using, or buy some more, or like whatever. I think it's gonna be one of those like crafts. Maybe I'll do it. I'm not sure. I'll look into it. If I feel the itch to do it later. Oh, it's reversible. Oh, that's kind of cute. I'm not sure. I'll look into it. All right, I found a place for y'all. I have this bag. I know there's Halloween ones in here. I bought this one also in Winter Haven, I believe, but in a different antique shop. So I picked it up. I definitely saw these. This one looks 90s to me. So if I can find the date. Where is the date? 1982. Man, I'm bad at this. But I thought these were pretty cute. But I definitely don't think, I don't know, like looking at the back, I kind of like what's going on back here. I'm not entirely sure if it's something that I could do. There's like the little devil guy right here. He'd be pretty cute to make. I do have like a little tiny bit of fleece fabric that got on sale at the end of like Halloween last year. It was like a clearance sale. So like I got it for like $1 per yard at Joann. But I only have like 2.5 yards of that, so I don't know. I know these are tiny, so it might be something worth looking into. But I'm not interested in doing this anytime soon, so. Next up are these little pumpkin guys, also from 1982. I definitely don't feel myself getting into this. I bought all these patterns all together. I think either somewhere between 25 cents and $2. I don't remember how much I paid for them. I just know that I did not pay that much at all. So this just came with the package, and I knew I wasn't going to be into it, but I think I was really into what was on top, and that's why I got it. Look, it says $3.25 for this pattern. I think, like, let me see, this one right here, it doesn't have the price on it because, you know, they change the prices all the time. Actually, it does. It says $21.95. I know this is a dress pattern, so I can't really compare, but, like, it's so frustrating, like, looking at how much cheaper things were back in the day and how I can never buy cheap stuff again. I think the whole bag is from 1982, but this is, I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of like him. I definitely don't like the fabric, but I like him. He's cute in a very ugly way, and in real life these dogs are cute in an ugly way, so I think I kind of like him. Everybody else I'm just kind of like, they exist. I don't think I'm going to make this one. I really need to donate these patterns. Give it to somebody who is going to cherish and love them and actually make something out of them. I don't know. The last one in that pile is this one. I kind of like the snowman, but other than that, I only got it because it came in this pile of patterns. It's Christmas, and I'm not very a Christmassy person. I've never really been a Christmassy person. I kind of like the winter vibes, but Christmas itself is just not for me. So I don't know if I like most of these. Like I said, I kind of really like the snowman, and that's about it. So, man, I got a lot of cute patterns that I'll probably never use. I'm gonna put this one in here anyways, even though it's a folkwear pattern. This one's actually from 1984. I don't remember where I got it. You can still buy this pattern online with the same art style and everything. I didn't realize how long folkwear had been around, but when I saw this, it's, even if it's not in the same like era of fashion that I wore, it was like one of the first true vintage patterns intact that I found out while vintage shopping, because I used to be a big vintage shopper. I stopped doing that because I spent too much money, and like I can get lost in there, and I needed to not spend so much money. It's hard when you find things that you really, really enjoy, or even if you kind of like looking at. So I guess I could fashion it in a 1940s way. I love that it's like secret pants, so I might get around to it. It's been in my fabric stash for at least 3 years. All right, so I've whittled my options down to like just 5 different patterns, kind of 5, but more like 4. So I do have this like purple velvet, like sparkly at the top right there. I've had this idea in my head for a very long time, but it's really hot down here and it's not worth the sweatiness to wear it right now. Sorry, you guys are underneath my like table for displaying, but I know for sure what I want to do out of it. And even if I don't wear it out, I think it'd be nice to wear it to like an indoor convention type thing. Also, we're going up to like the Tennessee, Arkansas area during Halloween because we always take our anniversary trip around our anniversary, which is Hallows Eve. So I think it'd be nice to make it eventually. This is going to be in the queue, but I'm going to take the bodice of this because it's my favorite bodice ever. And then I'm going to put in these sleeves, which I did for my New Year's Eve dress last New Year's Eve. And just like make a crop top out of it. And that's it. Because I think I only bought 3 yards of that too, which that's expensive. And I want to make sure it's like a cute thing that I make out of. And I know what this looks like together. So I'm going to know that it's going to look good. So I was thinking maybe these shorts, these are the first pair of shorts I ever made. And I think it would be really nice to like go back to that and like remind myself how far I've come from sewing. The first pair of shorts I made, I recently went back to try and like fix it and make it in my current style, as in like better, well maintained, iron as I go. And I cut it way too small. I realized that it was literally hanging by a thread. It's in my pile of oopsie, my bad. I don't know how much I have to do to make it in my size. I think I cut it at a size 8, and at the time I was like wearing size 8 clothes, so I thought that's the way that you were supposed to sew clothes. Fun story, size 8 sewing is not the same size 8 as in pants. Hopefully I don't have to make too many changes to make this fit me. If so, then we have another oopsie, my bad. I think I'm pretty settled on making this one next. I like the pleats right there, and I want to learn how to properly do pleats. Every time I do pleats, they kind of like fold outwards, and I'm not a fan of that, so I need to learn how to properly do pleats. This one's going to be the next one. And then whenever the new fabric comes in, I'm going to do that wrap skirt. Ugh. And then probably shorts. I don't know what fabric I'm going to use these shorts for, but I could probably make the shorts now while waiting for that fabric to come in. So now that we're all organized, I have all of my like online purchased patterns in this one. Although now you can buy folkwear from Joann, and I'm grateful that you can now. However, it's more expensive through Joann's website, even with their discounts, so I just bought it straight from them. And I probably will keep on buying straight from them because I do love their patterns and how much work they put into putting their instructions in. They usually are easy for me to read. And over here we have the vintage patterns in here. I want to make sure that they don't get any sunlight in there. They're all like in Ziploc baggies. And then I have like my box patterns, so like my Simplicity, my McCall's, all of these are the open ones. Over here I just have this little capelet. I don't make this one enough to like put it in any of these, and you can see that this is getting full and I don't want to put more stuff in there. So this is just going to be for this capelet. I'm going to tuck it in under here probably. And then over here I have patterns that I probably won't reach for ever again. This one maybe, because I do like the sleeves right there. I just don't like the buttons, the way that the buttons go on. I made one outfit out of it and like I haven't gone back to it. I actually took it apart and repurposed it, so it is what it is. I just don't think I'll go back to this one. Then I have this dress that I will never ever make, no matter how much. Even if I like flipped it around, maybe I could make something out of the blouse, but even then there's just a lot of pleating and like I'm not really good about it's not even pleating. That's just gathering. It's all one piece, so I hate making one piece things because they almost never fit up here and sometimes fit down here, and then by the time you're this far, I know you're supposed to measure before you cut, but like I don't know how to do that, and I don't know how to learn how to do that because my brain doesn't accept the information, so this is never going to be made. Then over here I have all my unopened patterns, ones that I probably will get back to, I don't know, I'll probably won't make that one, to be honest. This is just a hat. I tried to get into making hats through sewing. It just doesn't work for me. Crochet is the way I go for hair accessories. So these are all patterns that I haven't opened yet. I'm probably never going to make this one either, to be honest. This is 1950s, maybe 1960s, early 1960s, and it's just not the style I wear anymore. So, oh, this one comes with a dress. I'm never going to make this dress. So, yeah, these are just unopened patterns. I might get around to, I might not. Now I look semi-mature. I don't know. I bought this one like years ago, and then these ones slowly came after, and then I just never bought more. Hey, buddy. You're so cute. What I love so much about these boxes is that you're hiding all of your junk and your mess underneath all those patterns. Nobody knows there's patterns in there, so it's a great way to hide everything. So I don't reach for these patterns as much, so I'm just gonna keep them under there if I need anything. If I like have like a thing where I really want to make something but I don't know, then I can pull it out, and then this one's just gonna sit to the side. So yeah, I'm slowly starting to redecorate my house. It's nice. I'm going to get started on the skirt. I'll probably give you some check-ins every now and then. I don't know. Long form sewing content isn't really my thing. It's a little bit hard to do that and manage that. Plus, I only have 46 minutes left of recording time on my phone. We're gonna just do short form content for this, and it's just a skirt anyways. Oh, Mr. Apollo, mighty protector of the sewing pattern instructions. May I please have them? Please, 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 please. I just realized I ordered size 14 through 22, and although I have gained weight, I don't believe I'm size 14 in sewing pattern. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was so excited to do this project. I'm probably still gonna finish it. I'm just gonna make belt loops. I've been pretty, I wouldn't say good. I've been pretty like on top of making like bias tape, and that's what I've been using to make belt loops. So I'll probably do that. Oh, by the way, I decided to accent the dress with this. So this is going to be like the bottom panels and going to be the waistband. And then this is going to be the main body of the dress. I might add pockets. I highly doubt it. I'm not ready for that adventure in my life. So yeah, these two together, I thought they were going to be perfect together. So like, just look, so cute. I'm really looking at this, and it says 42 inches for the smallest size. And like, I don't know if a belt can fix this. So I got to figure out how to dart this properly. I'm probably gonna make a huge dart up here, and like I don't know, this is gonna be so hard. I wanted to get this done before the 17th, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if I want to finish it. My Discover Weekly has been pretty fire today, so that's the only reason why I was able to finish this. I cut out the rest of the pieces for panel A, or like view A of this pattern. It's not going to be worked on for a very long time. I think if I were to ever get into selling clothes, this would be a good way to like learn how to, because like I got to get a dress form first. That needs to happen so that I can like properly measure. I think I'd have to make it made to order because I don't think I want to like stock up on stuff. I think it'd be a really nice way to like venture into that side of the world whenever I get to it. We'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe I will do stock ups just for like shows or something, but this is way in the future. Maybe 5 years from now. I don't know. I'm too scared to sell my stuff. So I barely made it through wanting to sell my crochet. Let's be real. So I think I have another pleated skirt pattern somewhere in my like online shop orders. So I'll have to go looking through there. If not, I will figure something out. I know for sure the more I look at these two fabrics, the more I need to have something made out of these two fabrics. We're gonna go in with this pattern. It's a Lady Marlowe repro pattern from Simplicity. I'm going to make the square neck part out of the pink because I don't have that much left, and I have some scraps that might fit in there. Also, the armbands are going to be in pink. I'm going to keep these armbands because I think I remember liking them. And then the rest of the bodice, the rest of the bodice is going to be in the burgundy color. And then I'm not going to do these shorts. I'm going to go in, where are they? With these shorts that I do all the time. I'm going to do this whole entire thing off camera because I literally just made them and those are the shorts that ripped. And it's a little bit embarrassing. But I'm going to do it out of that burgundy fabric too because I bought that fabric specifically to make these shorts. Past me left a message. Cut bigger, OG too small. This absolutely is a mess up. I probably might repurpose this for a shirt and to put it in my oopsie pile. This is a bust size 32. I am not a bust size 32. So I think what I did, because I did remake this, I think what I did for the following pattern was to like kind of just move out the seam allowance. So like expand the seam, keep the darts where they are. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. So that's what we're going to do this time. This playlist is so fire that I keep on changing my mind. I don't want to do all this math. I just want to get the project done, and I just got to figure out what I want to do. So I'm listening to Is It Too Late by CRXW, and I remember using that song last year during Halloween, so it popped up on my Discover, and I'm like, this song is great. I'm going to edit another video using that song again because that's so good. Whatever I'm sewing today, I'm going to end up using that song for that video, and I'm so excited because it's such a good song. And I forgot about how good it is. It's getting it's grooving. I'm really upset with myself. I'm going to probably take a break. I'm starting to get hungry. I might start crochet now. That being said, I'm going to just log off. I don't think that's best for me to like come back and talk to y'all. Plus I only have 39 minutes left of recording now. So yeah, that's what's coming up in the future. That's what I'm doing. I'm for sure going to get around to it. I think I'm just hungry, so goodbye.